know what's wild? Right now, the U.S. government owes $36 trillion. That's more money than exists in most countries combined. So here's the crazy question nobody asks. When is America gonna pay that back? The answer? Probably never, and that's not a bad thing. In fact, if they tried to pay it all back tomorrow, the entire world economy would collapse. Sound backwards? Buckle up, because government debt works nothing like your credit card. Let's start with what you think debt is. When you borrow money, you have to pay it back, plus interest. Miss a payment? Your credit score tanks. Keep missing payments? The repo man shows up. But governments? They play a completely different game. Here's the secret. When a government borrows money, it's not really borrowing, it's creating a product. Think about it like this. Imagine you're selling lemonade. You need cups, lemons, and sugar. So you ask your neighbor for $5. But here's the twist. Instead of just promising to pay them back, you give them a special ticket. That ticket says, in 1 year, I'll give you $6.
Now your neighbor has something valuable. They can hold it and collect the $6 later, or they can sell the ticket to someone else today. That ticket? That's basically what a government bond is. When the U.S. government needs money, it doesn't fill out a loan application, it sells bonds, and people line up to buy them. Why? Because U.S. government bonds are considered the safest investment on planet Earth. But here's where it gets weird. Remember those $36 trillion? Here's what most people don't realize. The government doesn't owe all that money at once. Some bonds are due in 3 months, some in 10 years, some in 30 years. So when a bond comes due, what does the government do? They sell a new bond to pay off the old bond. It's like using one credit card to pay off another. Except when you do it, it's called drowning in debt. When governments do it, it's called rolling over the debt, and nobody panics. Why? Because people want government bonds. Banks want them. Other countries want them. Retirement funds want them. Because they're guaranteed by the U.S. government, which means they're guaranteed by the most powerful economy in human history. But wait, it gets even weirder. A huge chunk of U.S. government debt is owed to itself. Social Security has extra money right now. So does Medicare. What do they do with it? They buy government bonds. The Federal Reserve also holds trillions in government bonds. So yes, the government owes money to the government. I know, your brain hurts. Mine too. But here's the part that breaks most people's understanding of money. Government debt isn't a problem to solve. It's a feature of the system. Here's the truth bomb. Government debt is how money enters the economy. When the government sells bonds, it gets money to spend on roads, on schools, on defense, on Social Security checks. That money flows into the economy. Contractors get paid, teachers get paid, soldiers get paid, retirees get paid. They spend that money on groceries, on rent, on car payments. The money keeps moving. Now here's the kicker. If the government suddenly paid off all its debt, where would all that safe money go? Banks wouldn't have anywhere safe to park trillions of dollars. Retirement funds would lose their safest investment. Interest rates would go crazy. The economy would seize up. This almost happened. In the year 2000, the U.S. was running a surplus. The debt was shrinking. Financial experts actually started panicking. What would replace Treasury bonds? Where would safe money go? Then the economy crashed, wars happened, tax cuts passed, and everyone stopped worrying about it. So here's what this all means. Government debt is not like your debt. You have to pay yours back. You can't print money. You have a limited income. Governments? They can print money. They can adjust interest rates. They control the currency. And they never retire. The real question isn't, when will governments pay off the debt? The real question is the debt growing faster than the economy?
As long as the economy grows, the debt can grow too. It's like a company taking on debt to expand. If the expansion works, the debt was worth it. Can debt get out of control? Absolutely. Ask Greece, ask Argentina, ask Zimbabwe. But those countries don't control the world's reserve currency. They can't borrow in their own money. The rules are different. So the next time someone screams about the national debt like it's a house on fire, remember this: they're using personal finance logic to understand macroeconomics. It's like trying to understand ocean currents by watching your bathtub drain. The economy is weird, money is weird, and the more you learn about it, the weirder it gets. If you want more videos that break down complex topics into simple explanations, hit that subscribe button, because next week we're explaining why inflation isn't actually what you think it is either. Thanks for watching. Now you know why governments don't pay debt the way you think they do.